a leading rusher. He's rushed for over 100 yards in the first 2 games, and he has a big run there.
Yeah, and right on cue, pretty much just lined up and ran at Shady. But hats off to Miles Clark, the safety, with a game-saving, touchdown-saving tackle.
They put the ball down at the 12-yard line, so it is a first down for Nicholas County.
Auto dealer just got bigger. Stevens Automotive has Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, Mitsubishi, and is now proud to open its 10th statewide location with their pre-owned outlet in Lewisburg. Stevens Automotive of Lewisburg is ready to serve you at 8762 Seneca Trail South in Fairleigh, across from McDonald's. Stop in Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 5, or visit stevensauto.com. Stevens
here with East Head football coach Raleigh. So, Coach, you go into the locker room at halftime, tied at 14. Then to begin the second half, Beckley gets the football. They start the drive at their own 44-yard line. They bring it down 13 plays, and on 3rd down and 12 at the 13-yard line, we may have had one of the great plays in Spartan history. Nate Suttle picks the pass off at the goal line, goes 100 yards up the right sideline to give Greenbrier East a 21-14 lead.
You know, when you talk about the drive and getting down inside the 20-yard line is 3rd and goal. And, you know, I look at our defense, and I think that's the kind of defense that we have. It's a bend but don't break type defense. Once those guys put their minds to it, and you end up making the right defensive call, you know, you kind of see the results of it right there. Nate Suttle, you know, what else can you say other than Nate Suttle? You know, to pick a ball off like that. And I can tell you, standing from our sideline, because it was on the far end, once he got past those linemen, I just kind of knew his lights out. No one was going to catch him. You know, good track man. And he tells everybody, I use track to help my speed in football. And you saw it that night. This guy had a great angle on him, you know, when he got up there.
Now, call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW WORLD.
For 50 years.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Eric Thomas, Maris Lowry. 2:07 left in the first half, Eric. And Nicholas County out of that timeout. They have the ball on their own 49. It is 4th and 2. And I'm sure that the timeout is like maybe everybody thinks Devin Nash is going to get it.
Well,
and then they might give it to Milam because that's what they've done down near the goal line.
Well, here's the thing. Based on how they're aligned, it's either going to be the quarterback keeping it behind him or they're direct snapping it to Nash.
And there you go, Milam. And he's got a first down. He's to the 40. And he breaks it down to the 35-yard line. That's a direct snap to Lucas Milam, and he's able to pick up a first down inside the 35 all the way down to the Shady 34-yard line.
Well, if you could see the way they were lined up, Maris, it was either going to be a direct snap to the running back or the quarterback keeper because the quarterback was a good yard behind the running back. There would have been no way to hand it off to him.
And now Shady's going to take a timeout.
Hey, we go out the whole half. Hey, they're not taking any timeouts with them.
No. So while we got a minute, we're going to tell you about that tonight's game is brought to you by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Pasquale's has all your favorite Italian dishes. Wow, love me some Pasquale's. Try the meatballs. Love the meatballs and the salad. Plus, they have sandwiches and seafood. They have catering and private parties available. You can book your event at 304-255-5253. Also, the game tonight is brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. She's my agent. She takes care of me, and she'll take care of you. You can dial up Lori at 304-252-8646. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me an ice cold Pepsi, a proud sponsor of local sports. And last but certainly not least, Spartan Factory, as we're wearing some nice half zips that we got from Spartan Factory. Your business, your school, they got t-shirts, team uniforms, bags, banners, etc. They're located in Beckley, and you can check them out on their website, the SpartanFactoryWV.com. Will, Eric, 152 left in the first half, and it's a 30-8 lead, and Nicholas County might be thinking if they can punch it in here, maybe from a staggering and standing 8 count, maybe to the 3 knockdown rule in one round.
What's that called? The TKO?
Yes, the TKO.
TKO, but you're right. I think this is the drive of the game. Based on the way Nicholas County has controlled the line of scrimmage offensively, if they're able to score here, it'll be a huge hole to dig out of if you're Shady.
And they've ran the ball so well. Let's see if they decide maybe a play action, maybe try to go to the end zone on a deep ball. But they're going to go with what's been successful, and that's Nash. And Shady's really not had an answer for him as he spins down inside the 30 and a good gain on first down.
Hey, there are little things that I watch during the course of a game, and I want to see if you guys notice. They're so run heavy. The wideouts don't even go out on their routes half the time.
Ball's at the Shady 29. Minute and a half remaining first half. Nash gets it again up the gut. He's got some running room as he plows for a first down inside the 25, and that'll stop the clock momentarily.
Yeah, another first down it looks like. He has to be approaching 150 yards in the first half.
Ball's at the 24-yard line of Shady. Now they're going to throw the ball. It should have been caught, and that's 2 in a row that the quarterback, Helms, probably said, look, my receiver's got to help me out on that.
Yeah, Spencer Kuiper right there, right through his hands. Look the ball in, young man, as we see here on the replay, but he had plenty of room to run after the catch.
You know, this drive started back on their own 15-yard line. This will be the 14th play of this drive.
Is it what they call matriculating the ball down the field?
So 2nd and 10 from the Shady 24. Helms takes the snap. Nash got some running room. He's in the clear. He spins, and he's close, and he may have another first down. I believe he's got it. He's inside the 15, and it is enough for a first down.
Well blocked at the point of attack. Nash never gets a hand on him until he's to the second level.
Under a minute to go, and now, see, Nicholas County that time, they went a little too fast because we're just at a minute remaining in the half. They have time. They didn't have to go as fast, and that cost them 5. And that'll take the ball back to the 19-yard line. This is the 15th play of the drive, and they'll scrimmage from the 19. Actually, that ball, 19, I was going to say, might be a little closer to the 18, but they'll put it, we'll say the 18-yard line. Now we got the whistle blown. What do we got? Timeout. Maybe Shady. I'm not sure what we got. Maybe a sideline warning.
Somebody.
Equipment adjustment. Anyway, Shady's going to have to make a change there on the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like checking into the contest defensively for Shady will be Peyton Wade.
But, there was a minute left.
No, excuse me, that's Michael Crouch.
You know what? Maybe the official's going to add more time because there was a minute left in the half. The official's coming over here to the Shady sideline. I thought they might put more time back on the clock, but apparently not. And they put the ball down at the Shady 18. It'll be first down after the penalty. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on
I
now.
think he might have thrown up on the field.
Maybe.
Yeah, they squirted a little water.
Yeah. I'm glad you saw that instead of me. I'm glad. That's when I'm glad I don't have good eyes.
Hey, instead of yak, that was true yak.
Yeah, here's a throw or attempted pass going deep, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted on the far side, and did he go down? I didn't see his knee.
Yeah, he went to a
Apparently
knee.
his knee went down. Boy, Shady definitely need that as they get a pick.
Number 32, Blake Snodgrass.
Snodgrass comes up. That was the 15th play of the drive, and see, penalties really kill you. So now you're thinking, if you're Shady, Eric, with 40 seconds left in the half, you have the ball on your own 4-yard line. You think you would just take a knee and get in the locker room and regroup?
Run it straight ahead, take a knee, and try to, go back to the drawing board, so to speak. And I think they received the ball coming out
Shady
of halftime.
will, yeah. This first half, we've had a little bit of everything. And they have the ball on their own 4-yard line. I would think they would just take a knee. You wouldn't want to risk it backed up, like that. And I think so. Colasurto, for the first time tonight, will line up under center. And they're going to run the ball straight ahead. And now again, a yard or two, but that should be the final play of the half. And
Inside carry by the Tigers.
Shady does not have to run another play. So that should get the teams to the locker room. And a 30-8 Nicholas County lead, which we saw a little bit of everything. We saw 2 pick-6 by the Grizzlies. Also some efficient play. Like I said, Shady's just going to let the clock run out. So we've come to the end of the first half. At the break, it is Nicholas County 30, Shady 8. And we'll take our second quarter break and get you ready for our halftime show coming up next here on Video Productions.
Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Hey, grab me one too.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports. Has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. ServPro, like it never even happened.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School at the break. Nicholas County in complete control right now, leading 30-8, and they did it with efficient offense. Their first couple of drives, they were able to take and score, and they also got 2 pick-6 to put up their 30 points as they lead Shady 30-8. Well, we will get to our stats. We'll get to our halftime scores. But first, we've got a special guest, and our halftime just got better looking because we got my volleyball partner, Morgan Payne. I said I didn't call you Brown.
That's right.
I got your married name, Payne. And Morgan, I know you're a Shady graduate, and you're here on such a beautiful night for high school football.
Yes, I'm super excited to be here. Good seeing my old students, my old basketball players, and I'm just glad to see that everybody's doing well. Shady, hopefully we'll get the end of the win we'll get the win at the end of the night, but we'll see.
Well, you know, for people who don't know, you are an assistant girls coach at Shady Middle, and you've had a lot of success. But before we talk about that, what is your overall take of the first half of the football game? It's like sometimes it looked like Shady couldn't get out of their own way. Those 2 big pick six, and then they were driving. They had a penalty that really kind of took them out of what they wanted to do there.
Yeah, I mean, I think defense and offense, they definitely have some things to work on. But I think they're getting some good looks. They're just not able to execute on the looks. But, I mean, hopefully second half's a different story. Nicholas County, number 11, it's a hard man to stop.
That's right.
Shady defense just going to have to do something a little different about that. So
our stat man, Chris Ferris, was totaling that up. I'm guessing, I haven't seen the stat yet, but I bet that the player you're referring to, Nash, number 11, I bet he's got over 150 yards.
Jeez.
He's got 145. So I was close, and I'm doing math in my head. I thought it was close. But anyway, let's switch gears to middle school basketball. And Morgan, it seems like the magic touch has followed you. You were the assistant coach at Independence, 2 county championships. You switch over to be the assistant girls coach at Shady, 2 more championships. So for the last 4 years, you've been able to hold up the championship trophy. So tell me, what's in the magic of you and all this coaching that as an assistant you've been doing?
I think at the end of the day, it's just trying to get girls to listen. I mean, that's really tough in general in sports, especially middle school. But I mean, it's teamwork, it's dedication, it's, it's an amazing opportunity to get to know girls and kids that age. And I just think that, if they have like that positive role model like me and Jenna Cantley, and I worked with Lane Akerd at Independence, I think that if you give someone to them that shows that they care and shows that they want to see them succeed, then I think that they'll play well for you and they'll listen, and vice versa and things like that.
Jenna Cantley, who you speak of as the head coach, but you said the key is to get girls to listen. I've been trying to get girls to listen to me my whole life, and it hadn't worked. Yeah, so if you figure out the secret, maybe you got the secret, maybe you can give me a little insight of what I got to do.
And this year, we are, lacking the girls that we had, these past couple years. They did go on to high school, and they'll be playing for Shady Spring High School, hopefully, probably, which I heard is getting a new coach, so I'm super excited about that. The girls that are returning, I think they've got some big shoes to fill, but I think that they're more than capable of being able to do that.
All right, before we let you go, I've got to ask you this question. Now that you've won the last 2 years at Shady Middle, and like I said, you've graduated some good players that moved on up to Shady High, the target's on your back, so how do the new girls, maybe not as quite as experienced or as polished as the one you had, how do you deal with that?
So, they obviously have played for us before, so they know how we run things and what offense and defense that we like to see. But I think they bring their own things to the table, not necessarily the things that you would expect, but they're able to at least work around that. And I think, we got some work to do, but that's what good coaches do. They work through the problems, and then they're able to, execute them later. So hopefully that happens. We'll see.
Well, Morgan, we appreciate you coming up here. You and I will be back on the volleyball trail sooner than later. And good job the other night. I went back and watched a little bit of it. Is Beckley able to beat both St. Albans and Princeton? And we look forward to that. We got the band out on the field right now. And for the home side, maybe Shady getting some good coaching at halftime and come out here, maybe flip the script and pull the game out in the second half.
Yep, hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully Coach is giving them a good talking to in that locker room. So.
All right. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll take a break and come back. We'll go over the stats. We've got some scores to give you. It's at the break. It's 30-8 Nicholas County leading Shady here on Video Productions.
This Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too.
At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School as the Nicholas County Grizzlies have a 30-8 lead at the break. And for the numbers of the first half, here's Eric.
Yeah, the numbers, Maris, reflect the scores. Nicholas County's been able to run up 229 total yards of offense to 118 for the Shady Tigers. The Nicholas County ground game has really churned it out in the first half as they have 199 yards on being led by Nash. Devin Nash has 16 carries and 145 yards. But once they get to the red zone, Milam for Nicholas County has 5 carries, 35 yards, and 2 scores, and he was able to tack on 2 two-point conversions as well. In the passing game, they've not had to put it up. They've only thrown Nicholas County for 30 yards. They are 2 of 6 and 1 interception as they were going in to score right before the half, which really kept Shady in this contest. For Shady Spring, a paltry 41 yards on the ground. They're being led by Helmer with 6 carries for 27 yards. Cal Colacerto has been sacked numerous times and under a lot of pressure. He is 7 of 13 for 77 yards through the air, but 2 big interceptions went for scores the other way for Nicholas County, and he's thrown a touchdown. And that about wraps it up, and it's the tale of the tape. I mean, the score really reflects the numbers.
So as you pretty much said, Eric, you take away those 2 interceptions, and not just interceptions, but interceptions for touchdowns. Obviously, it's a different game, but Nicholas County able to score twice on offense, twice on defense. And another time, too, I thought right there where Shady was driving and they had a penalty and that hurt them and they weren't able to get in. Yeah. I thought if they got in and got a 2-point conversion and trimmed the lead to 30-16, they were back in the game.
Yeah, back in, especially 30-16, going into halftime. Receiving the second half kick. Their backs against the wall right now, coming out of halftime, and I know we'll go over it what they'll need to do. So we'll save that for that segment.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you some scores, get you caught up here on week number 3, the high school football season. We're still about 10 minutes away from starting the second half. At the break, Nicholas County in front, 30-8. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Here, the Jeep is ready, and at Northside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, you're getting the best prices in southern West Virginia. Top off, doors open, sunshine pouring in. This is what summer freedom feels like. Your next adventure starts here at Northside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat in Summersville, where everybody rides. Because summer's better with a Jeep and the best deal around.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
This fall, let the beauty of the season in without the chill. At Window World of Beckley, we bring comfort, style, and savings to your home. Our windows and doors are built to handle West Virginia's wild and wonderful weather, keeping the warmth in and the energy bills low. With energy-efficient windows, expert installations, and affordable financing options, it's time to upgrade. It's never been easier to fall in love with your home again. Call 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD today.
The sights and sounds of the Shady Spring High School marching band here at the break, and trying to get this crowd pumped up a little bit. They really didn't have much to cheer about in that first half, as Nicholas County leads 30-8, and we're about 8 minutes away from starting the second half. While we got a minute, Eric, you got some scores you want to update our viewers on.
Yeah, we'll start in area teams on the road here in 4A. Beckley, they haven't beaten Parkersburg South. What, Maris, what do you think?
Well, they haven't beat them in a long time since this new series renewed.
So
you'd have to go back maybe
in
the 80s.
In the 80s,
yeah.
Well, right now holding a slim lead, 10-0 on the road at Parkersburg South. Beckley's up 10-0 in the second quarter. Area teams in Double A, Independence, as you said, facing Warren Local, Ohio at Marietta College. They both met halfway. Independence with a commanding 21-0 lead in that contest. Let's check on the Liberty Raiders hosting the Greenbrier West Cavaliers. And it looks like that game is all knotted up at 14 going into halftime. We're usually slow to get scores from the Liberty side. And the game you talked about, Maris, with big implications, Shady's foe from last week, James Monroe hosting Bluefield. Bluefield's up 21-7. And Oak Hill made the ride down the interstate to face Princeton, and Princeton is up 35-14 at halftime. And Chance Barker became the school's all-time leading touchdown maker as he's thrown for 91 scores in his career. That's
wow,
a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And you have, 7 games left plus the playoffs.
Right,
so.
And Oak Hill will be here next week against Shady. We'll see Princeton on down the road when they come to Beckley.
Yeah, so a lot of good things going on. Oh, updated Liberty. Liberty just went ahead 20-14.
Over Greenbrier West.
Over Greenbrier West. Yep. So look for the Liberty. You know, that Liberty team's showing a lot of fight because without their numbers,
right.
You know, they were in a tough one last week, 38-30 to
Pikeview. And after they lost that first game that we did with the way they got blown out, they've rebounded and they came up a little short last week. Maybe they get the win this week.
Yeah, and you and I talked about this, though, and of course Chris Ferris and I talked about this off the mic. That Doddridge County team
is really good.
And they're going to make. I'm looking forward to seeing them in the Double A playoffs. It'll be some matchups that we have down the road that we'll look forward to seeing.
All right, tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent in Shady Springs, 681-238-6130. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also, the game tonight is brought to you by Exit Elevation. If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, you want to reach out to Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. You can check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Also, the game is brought to you by Edward Jones. Heather Cantley is my Edward Jones financial advisor, and she can be yours too. She can help you get ready for retirement. She's got a new location. She's on Harper Road there in Beckley, and you can dial her up at 681-254-0097. And tonight's game also brought to you by Hart's Cabinets. They have quality custom cabinets, and they're a proud sponsor of local sports. You can call Hart's at 304-252-2917. We'll take a break, come back, and get you ready for the second half, as it's the Grizzlies of Nicholas County. They lead Shady 30-8 here on Video Productions.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon, or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
This fall, let the beauty of the season in without the chill. At Window World of Beckley, we bring comfort, style, and savings to your home. Our windows and doors are built to handle West Virginia's wild and wonderful weather, keeping the warmth in and the energy bills low. With energy-efficient windows, expert installations, and affordable financing options, it's time to upgrade. It's never been easier to fall in love with your home again. Call 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD today.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Beautiful night here, week 3 of the high school football season with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. We have Special K doing the producing and directing. That's Cameron Ball. We have Jackie Moon on camera. And certainly last, but definitely not least, the guy with the numbers that does all the ciphering for us. And that is Chris Farish, the stat man. Well, Eric, while we were in commercial break, you were telling me something going on at George Washington High School. Maybe you can update our viewers.
Yeah, George actually is at Cabell Midland.
It's
George
at Cabell
Washington,
Midland.
That's why it was on Video Productions.
Yes.
George Washington was at Cabell Midland, and I kept seeing first quarter, and all of a sudden it popped up postponed. Well, one of my former co-workers is retired and moved to the Valley, and his son goes to George Washington. Happened to be at the game, so I called him up as you were interviewing Morgan,
right.
and he said that there was a fire, and like some explosion and fire, and lights went out, so they had to call the game.
Fire at the stadium.
At the stadium.
Yeah.
So you know what I thought about, Maris? Remember the one time we were doing the game?
Yeah, you and I were doing
I won't say,
radio.
And they would let off fireworks every time they scored, and they ran out of fireworks. Maybe one of the fireworks shot bottle rocket shot and blew up the transformer.
Could be. Who knows? Well, we're about a minute away from starting the second half. The captains are meeting out on the field. And, Eric, you know, you can put your coach's cap on. And this first question might be kind of easy. What does Nicholas County need to do? Probably what they've been doing.
Keep running the ball.
Right. But I said what they've been doing.
Well, I think Shady, my coach has had his here. You have to, you said it early, you have to play with some urgency this first drive. Not go too fast, but you have to really try to go get points because the way Nicholas County runs the ball, they already rushed for 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
Once they get the ball back, they're going to shorten the game. You're going to get a heavy dose of Devin Nash.
And he had 145
yards.
rushing.
So look for him to get at least 50, 55 more here in this second half and salt the game away.
Well, Shady will get the ball to start the second half. As Shady right below us, getting their final instructions from head coach Vince Colacerto. Across the way, Nicholas County getting their final instructions from Matt Morston, and we're ready to start the second half. Nicholas County is 0-2, Shady's 1-1. Next week, Nicholas County, they will be at home taking on Lincoln, while Shady will be back here at home, and they will take on Oak Hill. So next week will be the third straight home game. Then Shady will hit the road for 3 straight games, going to Pikeview, Greenbrier, Easton, Liberty. But for Shady, all that really should matter, Eric, is this first drive of the second half.
Yeah, the first drive, I think you're going to dial up, you know, the plays that you think can be most successful. I mean, I know that sounds, you know, like, well, why did they do that in the first half? You always have a few plays in your playbook for desperate times, and right now I think Shady's desperate to get on the board.
This will be returned. That looks like McGinnis. He's got a seam. He gets to the outside, and they sling him down shy of the 40. A nice return by the freshman McGinnis, and Shady will start from their own 39-yard line.
And me personally, I think McGinnis needs to get some touches offensively, maybe try some bubble screens with him. He has a burst, as you saw right there on that kick return. He has the ability to take one to the house in a hurry.
And that's definitely what Shady needs. I mean, you know, I think the philosophy for Shady on offense and on this drive particularly, Eric, is you want to go fast, but you don't want to rush.
Exactly right. You don't need any dead ball fouls. You don't need any holdings, any false starts.
First and 10 for Colacerto and the Tigers on their own 39-yard line as we start the second half. Shady in a 30-8 hole. They'll run the ball, and they'll run the ball for a couple, and they haven't blown the whistle. The ball's out. Nicholas County says they had it. I thought the officials would have blown the whistle. They didn't. And let's see if Nicholas County does have the ball.
Well, it has to be if the play was not blown dead.
It wasn't.
So the ball.
And Shady turns it over. Wow, on the very first play. Shady fumbles the ball on the very first play of the second half.
You know, one thing I have against this play, this winds up being a turnover. Below the whistle sometimes.
Yeah.
When forward progress is stopped, obviously 7 people can take the ball from one person.
Yeah, that's what I've said. I was thinking they were going to blow the play dead.
Forward progress was stopped, and that's not me. That's just me in general. Two things can happen: a turnover and someone gets hurt.
So here's Helms. He looks to throw. He's got time. Now he's in trouble. He'll get sacked back across the 45-yard line.
That's on the quarterback. That has zero to do with the line. Well, he held the ball a lot too long. He immediately had the tight end open across the middle.
And the sack goes
didn't
back
pull the trigger
to the 47-yard line.
I'm sure on field session they will go over that. His first option was wide open.
Loss of 7. It'll be second 17. Another thing, too, the way they ran the ball, we talked about the way they ran the ball. I was surprised they would want to throw it right here.
Well, the thing was, it kind of caught him off guard. If he throws it where he should right there, that might go for a big gain.
So now they're going to throw it again. Helms with time, looks across the middle, and it's caught. That was a nice throw. And the young man that makes the reception, his helmet comes off. He'll have to come out of the game. That's Keenum.
What I like about the quarterback, he has a short memory because what he didn't, he threw it in a tight window here, and he had a guy wide open on the last play. But that is a rope right there. Well defended, just better offense.
Yeah, so they'll only need 3 yards, maybe 4 yards to put the ball at the 34.
Well, this is 2-down territory, definitely right here. So I think you can go back to old Mr. Nash. Probably has some fresh legs here. Start the third quarter.
He was very reliable. He rushed for 145 yards in the first half, and they call his number, as Eric and I both thought they would. It's a first down and more as he plows his way down shy of the 25 to the Shady 26-yard line.
And that'll put him promptly over 150-yard marker for the game.
So Shady turned the ball over for the third time. They had 2 pick sixes they gave up in the first half, and they turned the ball over on the very first play from scrimmage to start the second half. So it's a 1st and 10 for Nicholas County at the Shady 26-yard line.
The next chance you get, Maris, because I know you keep track of the plays, I bet it's double the offensive snaps that Nicholas County's had over Shady.
Yeah, we'll check that in a minute. From the 26, a first down. It's a direct snap to the running back. And Nicholas County's had success with this play, but not this time. And now they finally do blow the whistles. The direct snap goes to Milam, and he goes nowhere.
Yeah, I think they'll mark him maybe for a 2-yard loss by the spot.
All right, this right here, Eric, will be the 35th play coming up for Nicholas County as the ball does go back to the 27-yard line. And let's see, I'll tell you in a minute how many Shady
so 35. So at the end of this drive, they'll be over 40 snaps.
And Shady's ran the ball 30 snaps. There's a little inside handoff. There's some running room. And this might go. It's a big play inside the 10. Not done yet. Good hard running all the way down to the 6-yard line, maybe the 5. That's a good, tough run.
Yeah, that was great balance right there, Mayor. Says the Ian Nutter, the 5'6", 170-pound running back, really showed great balance, as you saw here on the instant replay, to get down near the 5-yard line.
They'll put him down at the 6. So it'll be 1st and goal for Nicholas County. Working on a short field. Back in the first half, they had a 41-yard drive in 6 plays. This is the 6th play of this drive. It started on the Shady 40. And Milam, like maybe just a direct snap. It is. He'll take it to the far side. He'll throw it, and it's caught. And that will be a Nicholas County touchdown, as that's a beautiful play as they were able to throw the ball out in the flat to Nash. Nash makes the connection and hauls it in and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That's a 6-play 40-yard drive, and that extends the lead to 36-8 for Nicholas County.
What a great-looking RPO right there as they stacked Nash out of the backfield, and no one thought they'd probably throw it to him. Good little roll out, RPO, easy pitch and catch.
So Nicholas County will set up and go for 2. Obviously, they don't have a kicker because they went for 2 every time. And they'll try to extend their lead to 30. But they've had a lot of success running the ball between the tackles. And that time, they were able to throw it, and this is a direct snap to Milam. And will he get in? They push him in. Looks like he's in, and he is. So the 2-point conversion is successful, and your new score with 8:47 left in the third quarter is Nicholas County 38, Shady 8. We'll take a quick break and come back here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has a 24-lane bowling center. They have a full-service restaurant, got great food. You ought to check them out there. Bring your family. You can join the league, and it's a great time, and you can have your next party there as well. Birthday party. Call Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328. Well, Eric, just what Shady couldn't do, they did. They turned the ball over, not just on the first series, but on the first play of the second half, and then Nicholas County able to score out of it. Here's the ensuing kickoff.
And you're right. It's just one mental mistake after another, and Shady's really, backs against the wall right now.
So the kickoff return is out to the 43-yard line, and if you're Shady right now, Eric, I think you'd agree. Just forget the score. There's 8:43 left, third quarter. Just try to put first downs
get
together
some momentum.
on this drive.
Get something positive going.
Yeah. So Colonel Serto will lead them out, 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line. But Shady's turned the ball over 3 times tonight, and on any level, you turn the ball over that many times, you're not going to win.
Yeah, not any time that you give extra possessions up. Not only extra possessions, it looks like it'll have an equipment malfunction here.
Last week at Ohio, that's a rare thing that West Virginia got 3 takeaways from Ohio, and it still didn't end up winning.
And I was going to tell you that was the first time since like 2003
forever
that they had 3 turnovers. Not only Did they have 3 turnovers? 2 of them were in plus side of the field.
Yeah.
They got negative 7 yards.
I mean, obviously there's one incident where it does happen, but it doesn't happen very, very often. And there's a running play, and it gets over the 45 out to the 46-yard line. That's Helmer on the carry.
Second down. Folks, Daniels Missionary Baptist Church will be hosting the 5th quarter immediately following tonight's game. They'll be serving steak escape sandwiches, chili cheese nachos, and desserts. All students and parents.
Second down coming up for Shady on their own 46-yard line.
Baptist Church hosting the 5th quarter immediately following tonight's game. Steak escape, cheese, chili nachos.
Looking down at the Nicholas County schedule, Eric, they got to play Lincoln. Midland Trail's good. They got Bluefield. They got to play Greenbrier East. They got to play Roane County. They got to play Independence and Ripley. So it definitely doesn't get any easier after tonight. And here's a pass out in the flat. It's caught. And it's ran out of bounds as the receiver hauls it in, and that's Hedgecock, and he's run out of bounds just shy of midfield.
Yeah, and you're talking about Nicholas County. This Ripley team has really been ripping off some big scores, early in the year. So I think they have that program turned around a little bit.
Midland Trail's really good. Bluefield, Greenbrier East, Roane County Independence. That's like a murderer's row for Nicholas County.
Yeah, Nicholas County definitely, they're not dodging anyone.
No. And, I think of all the 4 classes, I think AAA is probably the most competitive.
Me too.
Of the 4 classes.
It's kind of top-heavy, though, with your Fairmonts and your Bridgeports, but a lot of teams can make some noise in the playoffs.
And I think you would put Independence in that. Well, Independence
they're
is
double A.
That's
yes,
right, double A.
That's. Hey, but guess what?
Start on Shady. I was going to say I don't think they were going to call that for a minute.
And let's check the score of Herbert Hoover, who Independence beat in the first game.
They're at Nitro.
They're at Nitro, hosting Nitro, and they're up 12-7 in the third.
And that's the game that our executive director Butch Mounts is at.
Yeah, so he's covering a good one. And that Ripley team, who Nicholas County will play, is up 38-0 right now, Maris. And anytime a team can roll up that kind of points, you're gonna.
You had talked about Fairmont. They played Preston last night, which is a team we're playing Beckley. And they beat Preston
I saw that
63 to what was
14.
It? I know it was 63 to something, right? All right, the penalty back, Shady back up to the 44-yard line. On third down, Curtis Serto takes the shotgun snap, throws the slant. It's caught for a first down. That's a nice play. A nice, well-thrown ball. And first down, and it's Miles Clark with the reception. Since he caught that great touchdown in the first half and the 2-point conversion, we really hadn't heard too much of him. But that time, nice reception and a first down.
And a gutsy throw right there. Great completion by Cal Colacerto. And you can tell he comes from a long list of people playing quarterback because you have to have short-term memory as a quarterback, and you have to go out there and sling it. And he slung it in traffic right there for a great completion, a much-needed completion.
Yes, and a much-needed first down from the 36-yard line of Nicholas County. 7.5 to go, third quarter. It'll be a running play up the gut, and that's not going to go anywhere. Tough sledding, just nowhere to go.
Line of scrimmage being won at the point of attack.
So it'll go no gain, 2nd and 10 from the Nicholas 36-yard line. So unless Shady can get things turned around in a hurry, and there's 7 minutes left in the third quarter, Shady will drop their second straight, go to 1-2. And Nicholas County is going to get their first win and go to 1-2.
And the thing that Shady has to figure out, even the rest of this game, is try to get back on track offensively. Because where they score 7, it was a defensive touchdown last week.
Right.
So
here's a pass play to Clark and just overshot him. It was a tough one to kind of put in there between a couple of defenders.
So since the 40-point outburst against St. Albans, not unable to score for 4 quarters, so the last 7 quarters they have 1 offensive touchdown.
Yeah, and tonight I think it's because where they just haven't got it done up front in the trenches.
Yeah, and up front, all games, especially on the high school level, you can scheme a little bit more, other levels. You can chip and help, but high school level, if you have a dominant line offensively and defensively, 10 times out of 10 you're winning the ball game.
So here's another big third down play, 3rd and 10 at the Nicholas County 36. Colacerto takes the snap. Throws the ball short, and it's the receiver's hit immediately for virtually no gain. So it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. 4th down and 10, Shady Spring.
Yeah, not much there when you throw the ball that short. I mean, you throw it right to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's just one of those, though. I think that's predicated on the way the pass rush. You got to get it out quick.
And right here, Nicholas County has been able to do a good job by rushing 4. They'll probably rush 4 and put 7 back in coverage.
I would try to bring my wide outs in a little closer. Maybe try to get some. They have good speed. Maybe just come up and throw it to the slot. They're playing off of the slot. Just try to generate some offense there.
Colonel Serto takes the snap. He fumbles the ball. He picks it up. Now he's in trouble. He's got to get rid of it and throws it away, and Nicholas County will take over on downs. That was disaster from the beginning as Colonel Serto dropped the snap. And on the turnover on downs, Nicholas County will take over on their own 36-yard line.
And one of these scenarios, when it rains, it pours, Maris, and not anything going right offensively for this Shady Tiger team.
Well, we got a minute to tell you that the game tonight is brought to you by Infinity Coal Company. They're located in Sophia. They are hiring experienced underground miners. They offer a great wage and great benefits. You can apply online through the United Coal Facebook page. 1st and 10 for Nicholas County now. They have the ball on their own 36-yard line. And now you're probably going to just line up and pound the ball. That's pretty much what they've done, and when they've done it with great success. Here's a quick toss to the near side. And there's a new player, and there's a hold in there, and that'll cost Nicholas County 10 yards. It's the new player into the ball game is Ian Nutter. Actually,
no, he's
been playing.
They just been splitting out, sharing the wealth. I think Nutter. I think Devin Nash is probably a little winded. Probably gonna get some.
Yeah, Nutter had that good hard run right there on that last drive.
Kept his balance and got in almost into the end zone. Got to the 6-yard line.
So it's nice when you have a couple, 3 or 4 different backs that you can go to.
Plethora of backs.
Yes. What's that word you use?
Plethora.
Plethora. I think I know what that means. Please don't ask me to spell it. That must be what they teach at Independence, because I don't think I've ever heard that word before. So if I asked your brother Gordon, would he know that word?
Oh, yeah. He's a walking dictionary.
Okay.
What he don't know, he'll make up.
Yeah. All right. So the penalty will take the ball back to the 26-yard line, 1st down and 20. And they'll run the ball off the left side, and that's Nutter. That'll fall ahead to the 29-yard line.
And I really do think that's what Nicholas County's doing now, giving some other backs some carries and spreading the wealth a little bit.
Well,
which is smart.
Right, and we saw that Nutter, what a good, how he runs really hard.
Yeah, but you like as you said, you read that schedule off that you just read down the stretch. They're going to need bodies.
They need fresh players. That's
fresh
for sure.
players down the stretch.
And they feel that with 5-15 and counting, with this 30-point lead, they got this game, you would think, comfortably in control. They try to throw it, and there's a sack.
Big sack in the backfield.
So that's a big play for the Shady defense as Helms takes the sack and all the way back to the 20-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd and long.
For the Grizzlies.
Shady's punted, but Nicholas County has not punted tonight. So unless they can get the ball out across the 45 to the 46, we'll probably see. Well, I'm sure we will see.
Keep everything in front of you, Shady, and make a play on the ball. You got to take a chance here. You got to try to break on the ball.
Probably we'll see the first punt of the night. We'll see as they're just going to run the ball. Nutter to the far side. He's got some running room. He spins and gets the ball across the 25. It'll bring up 4th down. And I would say a punting situation coming up the first time tonight that Nicholas County will punt and get the ball to the 26-yard line. But, really, I think if you're Nicholas County, you're thinking, look, no penalties, and that's what hurt that, a penalty and a sack. Just run the ball. If you don't get a first down, punt, play good defense. Just eat the clock up.
Eat the clock up. And good defensive stand here after the penalty, and Shady Springs stood tall defensively.
So that'll be Lynch going back and waiting on the punt, and now we got a flag. And what do we got?
Looks like encroachment, neutral zone violation.
And that would be on Shady?
Yes.
Offsides on Shady.
Not just one, the whole defensive line.
Yeah.
Front drunk.
I mean, the 5 yards is still way short of the first down, but
true. But
you never want to do that.
Want to
do that. That's correct.
That costs you 5 the other way because now you get a punt off, it could roll.
Right.
Flip the field back for Nicholas County.
And you can see assistant coach Phil Curlister not happy throwing his play sheet in the air. And that they ran into the kicker, and there's a flag, and that's another play. Now,
Oh, that was almost going to be a live ball, but it would have been Nicholas County's that had they recovered it.
There's going to be a penalty on Shady for where they call roughing or running. If they call roughing, that's 15 yards. It's not a first down, but it might put Nicholas County in a position where they can go for it.
Go for it. That's what I was thinking, too. Put the offense back out there. Just another mental mistake.
Yep.
But you have to right now, I think you had to go after it.
Well, they jumped off sides on the punt.
So this will be what?
Before. It's
is
15
it 10,
yards.
15, so 20 yards in penalties.
Yeah, but it's not an automatic first down. But like I said, it'll put them, if it is 15, and in my opinion, I don't think there should ever be run. They all should be 15 because you could really get somebody hurt.
Especially that leg extended.
So this is going to be a 15-yard penalty. And now they'll probably put their offense back out, Eric, because they'll be close enough to go.
It's going to be 2 yards.
And not even that, maybe a yard, or maybe enough for a first down.
Folks, that's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Well, that doesn't carry an automatic first down.
No, I think, that's not right.
No, it does not carry an automatic first down. Now they're going backing up because they're short.
They're short by 2 yards.
Now, in my opinion, it should carry an automatic first down, but it doesn't.
But look, so it's going to be about a yard and a half short.
Yeah, so it'll be fourth down.
They're going for it. I guarantee you they don't punt it down.
The ball is across the 45 at the 46, and they only need like a half a yard. And I think the guy across the way, he's not sure what down it is. It's fourth down, and now the guy holding the chain has now got to figure it out. But it's not even a full yard.
Got an update from Princeton.
All right.
Princeton 42, Oak Hill 14.
But, so 2 major penalties, an offsides penalty and a roughing the punter penalty, and now a timeout. So with 3:43 left third quarter, it's Nicholas County in total control, leading 38-8. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Out of the timeout is me and the step man. Chris Parrish was just debating over whether that should be a 15 or a 5. Now, the one thing in high school, and I don't know this to be true, maybe Chris Parrish might know, there may only be a 15-yard penalty in high school.
I think so.
Where in college or in the NFL, there is a 5-yard penalty and a 15-yard penalty. So it's fourth and short. In Nicholas County, with their power offense, the power formation, they go right up the middle, and they get the first down. And 2 costly penalties on fourth and forever. Jumping off sides and roughing the punter allows Nicholas County to keep the drive alive by picking up by Lucas Milam, and that will move the sticks and get the ball out to the 48-yard line in a new package of downs. So those are coachable moments. Those are just mental mistakes right there. After this play, Eric will update you on a couple more scores from their own 48-yard line, and they'll go empty. There's the snap, and it'll go to Milam. It's what their version of the Wildcat, I guess, called the Grizzly. Milam, there's a flag.
There's so many holes.
Yep.
Everyone that had a flag through it. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think one of them came out of the stands. All right, you got some score updates?
Quickly, we'll start here with Bluefield on the road at James Monroe. They've upped their lead to 35-7. Liberty into the fourth quarter, Maris, with a 20-14 lead over Greenbrier West Cavaliers. Down at Princeton, Oak Hill's getting taken out to the woodshed at the moment. It's 42-14. The Princeton Tigers.
Any update on the Beckley-Parkersburg South
The
game?
Beckley-Parkersburg South game is still holding at halftime. No score update yet, but it's 10-0 Beckley at halftime.
So from their own 39, once again, Milam, nothing fancy. This is the Nicholas County version of the Wildcat. I guess you'd call it the Grizzly.
The Grizzly.
The Grizzly right up the gut.
And another game that being broadcast by Video Productions Mares. Allegheny, Virginia on the road at Greenbrier East holding a 13-7 lead in the third quarter.
Well, Greenbrier East off that big win in Beckley last week, maybe have a little letdown this week. So from their own 47, by the way.
Wait, Shady might be in the neutral zone.
Yeah, it looked like they did line up off sides, but this Nicholas County has just found something right up the gut, and they plow all the way down inside the 45 for a first down. And this is something that's so frustrating for Shady because
I think they're going to mark them just short.
Yeah, but they just line up.
And you're right, it's just straight ahead.
Look at that as we watch the replay.
Just straight ahead.
Yep. So it'll be third down coming up.
Nothing fancy.
At the 42 of Shady.
We got another timeout.
Officials timeout. Maybe an injured player for Shady. I can't quite see who that is hurt coming off the field. They're carrying him off the field.
Yeah, being helped by his teammates.
Can you see the number?
No.
12, I think.
Look on the Shady roster.
That
is Jacob Claypool.
Jacob Claypool.
And, he played in our Babe Ruth League. Of course, I'm the president of the Beckley Babe Ruth. He played in our league, him and his brother, for the last couple of years.
Yeah, you hate to see. I hope it's just a little stomach something. Don't want to.
So next week we'll have middle school. We'll have the Shady Tigers against the Independence Middle School Patriots, and that's a 6 o'clock kickoff. That's over to Coal City next Friday. We'll have Shady playing Oak Hill here, and then Eric and I and Chris Farish will make our way to Boone County. We'll have Independence and Scott on video.
Well, the way the Oak Hill Red Devils are getting taken to the woodshed in Mercer County, and the way Shady is kind of getting a hand to them tonight, both teams will be
ready to go out
for
and
battle,
get
right? Yes.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. Pasquale's has all your favorite Italian dishes. You might even start talking Italian after you eat there. I'm already Italian. I'm a half-breed. I'm part Italian, so that counts. And they have delicious sandwiches, salads, and seafood if Italian's not your thing. They have catering, private parties, and you can call them to book your next event at 304-255-5253. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Allstate Insurance. Lori Richmond, the agent. You're in good hands with Allstate. Lori's my agent, and she takes great care of me, and she'll take great care of you. And like I said, you're in good hands with Allstate. 2:05 remaining here in the third quarter of game. That Eric, in that first quarter, we saw a little bit of everything, but the two big plays were the two pick sixes that Nicholas County got. One was a very short interception of about 6 or 7 yards, and the other like a 38-yard INT for the touchdown.
Yeah, and I think those were back breakers for the Shady Tigers when those happened. Real quick scoreboard here. Independence extended its lead to 35-0 over Warren Local, Ohio.
So Independence looks like they will go into that Scott game next week undefeated at 3-0. Here's a third and short for Nicholas County. Nothing fancy what they've done all night. Milam takes the direct snap, and he'll push the pile for a first down inside the Shady 40. So if there's one word, and maybe this is two words to describe this game, up front. I guess that literally is two words.
Yes.
Not unless you put up and front together. And try to make it one word. But I think it's technically two words. But that's been Nicholas County has won the battle in the trenches, and that's why they have won the game. They have a first down at the Shady 39-yard line. And you figure they can just try to do that. And they're already with this lead, 1:15 left in the third quarter. And now they'll hand the ball off. There's some running room here on the near side. And a good gain before being ran out of bounds. So a nice run that time.
Now that definitely is a new back end for
back.
Nicholas County.
And that's Johnson, right?
Yeah, Braden Johnson.
5'10", 160-pound junior. And they'll knock him out of bounds at the 32-yard line. He got 7 on the play. So Nicholas County looks like they are finally going to get in the W column. Is out of bounds. The clock stops with 1:09 left in the third quarter, leading 38-8. Helms from the gun. Nash gets the carry, tries to get to the outside. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he spins, breaks yet another tackle, and gets all the way to the 5-yard line. What a run.
First and goal, Grizzlies.
Jace Bailey saved a touchdown. And it'll be first and goal for Nicholas County, and they'll put the ball right at the 5-yard line.
Jace Bailey, nice-looking young freshman for Shady Spring.
So this will be the 10th play of the drive. And this was aided by 2 fourth-down penalties by Shady that kept the drive alive. And here's a running play for a Nicholas County touchdown. Up inside, once again, it's Nash doing work, and that extends the lead now to 44-8 with 44 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So that was a 10-play, 74-yard drive in 10 plays, and what kept it alive was jumping off sides on 4th down and also roughing the punter. So the lineup and go for 2. So 20 yards in penalties kept this drive alive, and Nicholas County able to take the ball down the field and get in the end zone. This play has been successful for 2 points all night, and is successful again as Milam takes the direct snap and gets in. So with 46 seconds left here in the third quarter, your new score is Nicholas County 46, Shady 8. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW.
Well, we're 46 seconds away, Eric, from ending the third quarter, and Nicholas County has really kind of ran away and hid from Shady in this game, 46-8. It was 16-8 there in the first quarter, and like I said, some middle mistakes by Shady. They threw a couple of pick six on that last drive. Like I said, they jumped off sides, they roughed the punter, and those are things, no matter what the score is, you never want to see your team do that.
Yeah, you don't. When you finally had a defensive stop.
And here comes the kickoff. Shady will take it and get the ball across the 30. It's Hedgecock. He's done some good things, but it's just been tough sledding. There's times where Shady's done a good thing here or there, Eric, but when they've really needed it, they haven't really been able to get it.
Yeah, not been able to stand up against this defense or offense that Nicholas County has brought to the game tonight. Shady, just like you said, they just need to get something positive going here on this series.
So from the 38-yard line is where Shady will start this drive in the final 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. So we should have unless Shady would score in the next 41 seconds. Well, it looks like
Shady is doing some subbing, and Nicholas County hasn't yet.
Yeah, we would have a running fourth quarter clock, and let's see. Look, we might have a change at quarterback.
Yeah, change it across the board because it looks like the young freshman in the slot, Shep McGinnis, uncovered.
I can't tell who the quarterback is. There's a direct snap and running play, and that'll lose yardage. That might be Clark. Miles Clark took the snap, and that very well could be the final play of the third quarter, as the loss will go back inside the 35, back to the 33-yard line.
I don't think that was Miles Clark on the carry.
No, not on the carry, the quarterback.
The quarterback, okay.
And yes. Eric, you say, why are they calling a timeout? Maybe they're calling a timeout to bring in players.
Because I don't think Nicholas County knew that Shady Spring had substituted everyone in.
Yeah, and I think that's the case. All right, well, while we got a minute, we'll tell you about some of our sponsors. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. The Pepsi of Southern West Virginia is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Also, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Spartan Factory. And we're wearing some of the nice swag with these nice royal blue half zips. And eventually, Eric, and also our stat man, Chris Parrish, Jackie Moon got his on. We're about to put the camera on us so people can see how nice the swag looks on us.
Yeah.
And you can get it from Spartan Factory, and they're in Beckley, and you can check them out on their website, the SpartanFactoryWV.com. All right, out of the timeout. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And that looks like that is Miles Clark is the quarterback. And Clark waiting on the shotgun snap. He takes it to throw, throws in the flat, and it's incomplete. Trying to get the ball to McGinnis, and that'll bring up third down. The clock will stop on the incompletion. But when we get into the fourth quarter, we'll have a running clock. For those who don't know, the rule is when you get up by 35 or more in the fourth quarter, the clock rolls, and a 46-8 lead, if my math is correct, that's more than 35.
Yeah, and we'll show you how fast that goes because I gave you the halftime score of the Martinsburg game. It's already over.
Yeah, and they were up 63 to nothing.
70-something to 6.
Yeah.
70 to 6.
Well, you know, you didn't want to be the third team on their schedule after they played the really good team in Camden, New Jersey, and then lost to Huntington last week. Here's the shotgun snap. Clark to throw. Nice throw, and it's caught. That was a nice throw by Clark, and the connection's made all the way down inside the 40.
To Shep McGinnis.
Yeah.
Shep McGinnis on the completion. The kid that I think that could be special here at Shady.
That'll probably be the final play. They're trying to hurry up and run the clock. We'll stop momentarily to set the chains.
That's number 8.
And the catch on that
was number 8. I'm sorry.
Gage Spears, 6'1" sophomore that made that catch.
Well, they have some youngins coming up.
Clark going deep down the seam, and he overshoots his man. And that's just 1 second remaining. We've got one more play.
One more play on the incompletion.
Trying to get the ball to Bailey. Still got one more play. From the 39-yard line of Nicholas County before we head to the fourth quarter. Ten seconds on the play clock. Shady's going to have to hustle. We're going to get the play off. And I'm not sure they're going to get the play off. And they don't. The referees let it go, but they actually really never got the play off, and they probably will. They probably don't wish that would have been a penalty because it's going to be third down. But anyway, that will come. That will come to the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's 46-8. Nicholas County in front. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. As we're going to the fourth quarter. We should have a running clock here. The lead is 46-8. Shady has the ball at the 43-yard line of Nicholas County, and it is third down.
Now let's see what the Tigers dial up here with the
Clark takes the snap, throws the ball down the middle, and it's going to be, should have been picked off as it hits the defender right in the hands, and he's not able to hang on and bring up fourth down. So, you know, Eric, I don't know, come Monday, Coach Colasurto, I don't know if you...
Did they stop the clock?
They did not. No.
Oh, did they not?
No, the clock is running, which it should. But here's the thing. There are some things I'm sure the coaches will look at, a teachable moment like coming off sides. But the biggest part of this, you probably just want to throw the tape away.
Yeah, you want to burn this tape.
But there are things you got to look at. So it's a fourth down coming up for Miles Clark, the quarterback, in relief of Colasurto. Clark takes the shotgun snap. The pressure comes. They force him out of the pocket, goes back across his body, and it's an interception. That's the third pick that Shady's thrown tonight. And Nicholas County defender able to pick it up. Connor, beg your pardon, Levi Griffin with the pick. So that's the 4th turnover and the 3rd interception that Shady's had on the night.
Yeah, and that's just Clark right there, young man, just trying to make a play. You know, what do you got to lose? Throwing him back across the middle, flushed out to his left. Tough enough throw as it is. So I guess we'll see a lot of Nicholas County second teamers coming in for this last 10 minutes.
Well, the clock should continue to run. If it doesn't run now on a change. Actually, Shady's called a timeout, I guess, to put in different players. So while we got a minute, we'll take it with and be right back on Video Productions.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Back here at Shady Spring High School, we'll have a running clock as it's 46-8 in favor of Nicholas County. And both teams are making a lot of substitutions there, Eric, and we'll see who's in the ball game now for Nicholas County as they start to run the clock.
It's going to be tough on my stat sheet.
Here comes a running play, and that's across midfield. Nice spin and a first down. And the new quarterback for Nicholas County is Sarver. So Sarver makes a nice run, but there's flags all over the place. And really the clock should even run now, but they've stopped it, but actually it should run.
Is that going to be a face mask?
I don't know. No, now the clock is running. They call it, I think, a illegal shift. Let's see.
Illegal shift?
No, called holding.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew it was something way down the field.
Well, there's a penalty on both teams. There's a personal foul on Shady and a holding on Nicholas County. So we'll back it up and redo it. Ball will come back to the original line of scrimmage there. Wait a minute.
No, that doesn't.
I don't know how that worked because the referee said it was offsetting penalties. So now the ball's backed up inside the 35. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Well, it looks like 2 flags by the Grizzlies there.
Okay, same team.
But even if you had 2
can't mark off 2 flags.
Well, you can't mark off 2 to 1. It's still offsetting penalties, and now the referees are talking about it. The ball should go back up to the original line of scrimmage if it's offsetting penalties.
Well, and if it's a hold, the hold happened way downfield, so it would have been a spot foul.
Well, but it doesn't. Either way, if you have 2 penalties on one,
you can only accept one.
Well, they're both offsetting. So that's right. It's right. You can only accept one, so it should go back to the original line of scrimmage because they offset. And you're right. They can only accept one. Now they're talking to Coach Colasurto, but the clock is stopped, but it was running. It should continue to run. Now they start running again. So it's a first down as they bring the ball back all the way back inside the 35, back to the 34. And Sarver, junior, is the quarterback. And now we got another flag.
It's going to be false start.
Yep, false start. And that's just, Eric, both teams just your backups a lot of times just don't get enough reps.
They don't get enough reps. And that's why you have those JV games, the following Monday. But this is a chance for you to get some extra work.
And of course, the clock is running. If you want to know why, if you're not familiar with the rule, when one team has a 35-point lead or more in the fourth quarter, you have a running clock. If it's a 42-point lead in the third quarter, it's a running clock. But that wasn't the case here tonight, the 42-point lead, but obviously 46-8. They've got obviously more than a 35-point lead. So that's why the clock will continue to run. Here comes a direct snap and running play to the quarterback. And that's a nice run across the 40 and out to the 46-yard line. Nice play that time by Sarver.
Keeper by number 12. Tackle made by 44, Owen Brown, assisted by number 11, Bryce Collins.
Sarver will get the ball out to the 43-yard line. We've got 12 on the play. Shady's opponent, Oak Hill, getting beat pretty bad down at Princeton. So both Oak Hill and Shady will come limping into next week. Nicholas County will go home and take on Lincoln. Sarver to throw. Goes out on the far side. It's up for grabs, and it's caught
Yeah,
for a first down.
An updated score on that Princeton game, the future opponent Oak Hill, Princeton 56-14, still in the third quarter.
Brady Lilly hauls that in, and will put him down at the 36-yard line of Shady. So you're going to have two angry teams when they play here next week. So Oak Hill's going to lose their first game. They'll go to 2-1. Shady will be 1-2. Clock turning, coming up on the 7-minute mark of the game. Sarver will keep it, find a little seam, kind of spinning and weaving his way through traffic. Gains about 3 or 4, gets down to the 32. He'll get 4 yards on the play. So you got any more update on the Beckley-Parkersburg South game there, Rick?
It's still holding 10-0 in the third quarter. I'm trying to get it to refresh. You know how the internet's been acting up here this morning. This evening.
If Beckley were to win that game, that would be their first win over South in a while, and also South would start 0-3 for the first time in a while. Here's the snap. Sarver sets in the pocket, throws the ball deep down the sideline, and it is incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Third down.
Wow, it's 10-7 in the fourth quarter now.
So that's a battle. Beckley in a battle, see if they can hang on the road. So the county teams, Raleigh County, Liberty was ahead. Independence was ahead. Beckley's ahead, and now Shady's just, of course, obviously Shady's not going to win this game tonight.
Well, let's check out the Liberty score. Ooh, Liberty has opened it up, 27-14.
So hopefully Liberty, as a county team, can hang on and get that win. And it looks like Independence is, if they haven't won, they're on their way to winning. And Beckley in a battle on the road at Parkersburg South. We'll have a quick post game here. And now there's a timeout by Nicholas County. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Timeout, Nicholas County.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
As we got a text from one of our sponsors, Window World, Leanna Burdett is at the Liberty game. She's a Liberty grad, and she must be the reason why they're winning. She didn't make it to the first 2 weeks. They lost. She's there tonight, and they're 156 away are the Liberty Raiders of knocking off Greenbrier West as they lead them 27-14.
That will be a good win, no matter if Greenbrier West is a single A team. They're a perennial, playoff team in single A, good program. So
Sarver sets to throw. They flush him out of the pocket. And he tries to dump it off to a receiver, and it'll fall incomplete. Bring up fourth down. Clock should still continue to run, as it is coming up for the 5-minute mark. So if things hold up right now, of course, Beckley, that's still under to be decided. Independence, Raleigh County team will be 3-0, and Liberty and Shady will each be 1-2. And Beckley trying to get to 2-1 as they lead 10-7. And that would be a huge win, a huge bounce-back win if Beckley's able to hang on and get the win up at Parkersburg South. Here's a fourth down play for Nicholas County. Sarver takes the shotgun snap. He has time throwing the ball deep down the middle of the field, and it's up for grabs, and it's incomplete.
Grizzlies go deep on the fourth down play there.
So on down, Shady will take over with 4.5 and counting.
Turnover and downs. First down, Shady Spring.
There's a flag on the play.
There is.
No doubt.
And let's see where the penalty is going to be.
They picked up the flag. Maybe they declined it. Let's see.
Yeah, it might be a penalty on Nicholas County, and Shady will take over on their 32-yard line. But they need to hustle if they want to get some playing time in because clock's moving. We're under 4 minutes left in this one. But Nicholas County set the tone, Eric. They scored on their first 2 possessions, a 4-play, 62-yard drive.
Woodrow Wilson just punched one in.
So Beckley has got the lead at, 16-7?
17-7, tacked on the extra point.
So how much time is left in that game?
Not sure.
But I think that was a 7 o'clock game.
I'm getting a legal text from someone that's on the sideline.
Oh, okay.
My daughter.
I didn't realize that your daughter had made the trip.
The whole band, everybody went.
Well, that would be nice. That would be a huge win for Beckley, and especially, like I said, after the way they lost at home last week.
Yeah, and that was maybe a chance for a team to grow a little bit.
Penalty.
Another flag.
Yep. But if Beckley can hang on, and, you would think that there wouldn't be a whole lot of time left. I mean, I know we've had a running clock in this one, but we're at 9:26. Game kicked off at 7. It's got to be close to being over.
Delay a game, Shady. 5-yard penalty.
So it's hard to believe that after tonight, Eric, we're through 3 weeks of the season, through a third of the season. Seems like once we started, it just flies by. A 5-yard penalty put Shady back. Clock 2.5 minutes remaining left here in the game. Here's a running play. McGinnis crosses the 40.
Like
you said, McGinnis, I see a bright future for him.
He's
got good speed. He runs
He has
hard.
burst, and he has natural football instincts. I'm telling you, he has a burst. You got to figure out a way to get him in with the big guys.
And he played also with the first unit a little bit on kickoffs and stuff like that.
But a little more action, a little more touches.
And I think maybe they can line him up in the slot. They can line him up in a lot of different places because of his speed.
Yeah, shiftiness.
So from midfield, we're under 2 minutes for the game. Clark takes the snap, rolls the pocket, pressure comes, throws it short. It's caught. No, it isn't. And it's an incomplete, but the clock will continue to run.
45 Jackson Hale. Second down and 10, Shady Spring.
So Nicholas County's going to get their first win of the season. Yeah, they've shut Shady out in the second half. But 4 turnovers, three interceptions and a fumble, Eric, really hurt Shady. And of the 3 interceptions, 2 of them were returned back for touchdowns.
Yeah, anytime you give up, it ended up being 16-point swing because Nicholas County was able to tack on 2-point conversions after each score.
Clark takes the snap, sets in the pocket. Now they flush him out. He rolls the pocket, may turn up and run, throws the ball back across his body, and that's incomplete. So probably going to have maybe 1, maybe 2 more plays left as we're coming up on the final 40 seconds of the game.
Yeah, the Mothman's little cousin just flew in here.
Turned out to be kind of a little cool night, didn't it?
Hey, that's why we have this swag on.
That's why we got our swag on. That's to say the cameras will have to start putting the swag on us. So if Shady doesn't hustle, and this is probably going to be the last play of the game, there's 20 seconds left. But it's been a dominating performance, and this is a good team, Nicholas County, in AAA. And if you're going to play them, you better get ready for some smash football.
Yeah, you're definitely going to they're going to run it straight at you.
Final play of the game. Clark takes the snap. Pressure comes. He's in trouble, and he eludes it. He'll throw the ball down the field, and it's caught.
Touchdown.
That's McGinnis, and he will score a touchdown on the game's final play.
That's how you get some playing time.
46-14, and with no time left, I'm sure that Shady will be able to go for the 2-point conversion here, but McGinnis with good speed, able to haul it in, and also nice play by Clark to keep the play alive.
But here's, if we could run the whole replay. You know what McGinnis did? I said he had football instincts. The play broke down. He was running a different route.
And he
came back to his quarterback, went to the open spot in the zone, and scored the touchdown.
So that makes it 46-14. This will be the final play as they'll line up and go for 2 here with no time left on the clock. Nicholas County will go 1 and 2. Shady will fall to 1 and 2. They run the 2-point conversion. Clark will throw it across the middle, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion. So that will make the final score Nicholas County 46 and Shady 16. Like I said, with the win, Nicholas County gets their first win. They'll go 1-2. Shady will fall to 1-2. We'll take a quick break. Come back for the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show on the other side of the fourth quarter break here on Video Productions.
Years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
He's a Greenbrier buyer. She's a Greenbrier buyer. They're Greenbrier buyers. And we want to make you a Greenbrier buyer too. At Greenbrier Automotive, we'll do whatever we can to make your car buying experience the best it can be. From providing outstanding service to offering a huge selection to choose from, all with the best deals possible. Visit one of our 7 area dealerships soon or shop over 800 vehicles on greenbrierautomotive.com.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Hey, grab me one too.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Colder days are coming. Replace those old drafty windows and doors now. Call Window World of Beckley today. 1-800-WINDOW WORLD.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
And we welcome you back to the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. Final score, Nicholas County defeats Shady by the score of 46-16. And Eric, really, the tone was set in the first quarter of the ball game. Nicholas County, the first 2 possessions, they had a 4-play, 62-yard drive for a touchdown, a 6-play, 41-yard drive. Shady got a touchdown there in between those 2 drives to cut it to 16-8, and perhaps the biggest play was a pick 6, just a walk-in from about 6 yards. And when it got to 22-8, Shady never really recovered from that.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And once it got to that, that a 2-score game, so to speak, Shady really had to change their offense, had to try to open it up a little more, and wouldn't you know it, another pick 6, and then that's when the tide had really turned, and once Nicholas County got that ground game going, it was over. And
that's the thing, as good as Nicholas County's offense was on the ground and how they controlled the line of scrimmage, when you're able to score by your defense, man, that makes you that much more effective, because they had a good offense the way they can move the ball, and then their defense comes up with 2 big scores.
Yeah, and you and I talk about this a lot. We watch a lot of football together. It's easier to play football when
you're ahead.
When you're ahead, you can play defense. You can dictate pretty much what you want to do on defense, and get the lead. Especially in high school, you can really blitz and really dictate how defenses play.
Yeah, Shady had 4 turnovers, 3 picks, and a fumble, and they lose the ball game. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Eric will have all the numbers of the ball game, courtesy of Chris Farish, and we'll do it on the flip side here in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Access Health began as a small clinic with a simple yet powerful purpose: to care for our neighbors right here at home. From the very beginning, it was about people showing up for each other, building trust, and staying connected. Today, Access Health is serving thousands across Southern West Virginia. But what makes us different isn't just the care we provide, it's who provides it. Our team was born here, trained here, and lives here. This is what community looks like. This is Access Health, by the community, for the community, always.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
We welcome you back to the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. Final score, Nicholas County defeats Shady 46-16. The numbers are brought to you by State Farm Insurance, and Scotty Brown is your local State Farm agent. And you can dial Scotty Brown up at 681-238-6130. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And also, tonight's game was brought to you in part by Exit Elevation. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, you want to reach out to Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. You can check them out on their website at exitelevationwv.com. Well, Eric, you've got the numbers of this big Nicholas County win.
Yeah, the Nicholas County Grizzlies really came down here, and the ground game was the story of the night as they were able to churn out 301 yards on the ground for a total of 371 total offensive yards. And they were led by Devin Nash, who had 19 totes for 184 yards and a touchdown. And Milam pitched in with 11 carries, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Quarterback Helms was able to complete 3 of 7 for 43 yards, but he did throw an interception. For Shady, they ended up with 241 total yards, Maris, 178 through the air, but starting quarterback Cal Culacerto was 10 of 18 for 100 yards, 2 big interceptions and 1 touchdown, and the 2 interceptions went back for scores for Nicholas County. But Clark came in and completed 2 of 7 for 75 yards, an interception and a touchdown, and the game's leading receiver for Shady ended up being the young freshman Shep McGinnis with 50 yards on 1 reception and a score for the Shady Tigers.
Final score 46-16 here in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. We'll take one final break and wrap it up from Shady. You're watching live streaming coverage of high school football on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in Southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination. Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
If you're struggling with payroll problems, compliance confusion, or HR headaches, it's time to discover Compliance, the trusted solution for a healthier, stress-free business. With Compliance, you will experience faster, error-free payroll, effortless compliance with labor laws, and expert HR support and guidance. Don't let workplace stress take over. Ask your business if compliance is right for you. Side effects may include reduced stress, increased efficiency, improved morale, and a strong reliance on compliance. Consult Compliance today. Compliance, because a better business starts with a better you.
This fall, let the beauty of the season in without the chill. At Window World of Beckley, we bring comfort, style, and savings to your home. Our windows and doors are built to handle West Virginia's wild and wonderful weather, keeping the warmth in and the energy bills low. With energy-efficient windows, expert installations, and affordable financing options, it's time to upgrade. It's never been easier to fall in love with your home again. Call 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD today.
All right, back in the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show as we wrap this up from Shady. 46-16, Nicholas County wins. They get their first win of the season. They go 1-2. Shady falls to 1-2. Eric, your final take.
My final take is for both of these clubs the rest of the year, I think Shady just needs to get some more positive things going. Too many penalties, everything snowballed for them. But I think they got some young players like late in the game that I think once you start getting on in the season, work those guys in a little more. And for Nicholas County, they just need to, sharpen up what they're doing because I think, like you said, I think that's a playoff team.
I do too.
A AAA playoff team. They line up. It's old-fashioned football, but they do it well.
Yeah, and you're going to have to stop it. You know what's coming, and it was hard. Shady really couldn't stop it. They dominated up front. Nicholas County, that's why they get the win. Well, we appreciate everybody here at Shady Spring High School for the preparation of our broadcast, our entire staff, for the stat man. Chris Farish, as always, does a great job. For Special K, who did producing and directing. Always on the ball, Mr. Cameron Ball, and also for the cameraman, Jackie Moon. For my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Repeating the final score, Nicholas County beat Shady 46-16. Have a safe ride home wherever you're headed to.